Today we're going to be rebuilding the Pittsburgh Steelers with the likely eventual signing of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Now there's a lot to discuss in this one before we get into this rebuild, but I think the first thing you got to do with it is really talk about the quarterback position itself. Obviously, Russell Wilson, kind of the main starting quarterback for them last year. Justin Fields was in there for a little bit, but kind of a game manager. Was winning games, but it really wasn't necessarily because of him, but he also wasn't making many mistakes, so you didn't hate it. Then you, of course, overturn it to Russell Wilson, who finally gets to play, and things look a lot better. What can happen with a good passing quarterback, and you really never seen him let it go from there, but regardless, it was a good season, not a great season. The Steelers looking for better. Obviously, it's been some years since Big Ben has been on the team, but they're used to that elite, very good quarterback play, and it's been a while, once again, since they've seen it. Aaron Rodgers, very equal to Russell Wilson last year statistically. I know maybe full-on season stats, you're looking, Rodgers definitely had a better season. Well, Jets didn't really run the ball too well, so of course it's pretty much all going to funnel through that passing game, and that offense was horrendous. So you now ask yourself, okay, really for both sides, where does it make sense? Because the Jets, their offensive line wasn't great, but either is the Steelers. Weapons are pretty much equal. Running backs, honestly, pretty equal as well. We'll see what happens if Breece Hall gets a real offensive line, but Jalen Warren, he's obviously an emerging back. Moved on from Najee Harris for him. Got to have a lot of faith in him. I still think they probably should have re-signed him for the price. It was only a one-year deal. And, of course, they had a good thing going. Why ruin a good thing? But, yeah, I have concerns for this as, once again, you're basically moving sideways, not upwards, in my opinion. I know it's hard to say. Steelers fans are like, you're saying we're as bad as the Jets? Not necessarily. I think you guys are coached better, right? And I think you do have a little bit more talent. But offensively, I see a lot of similarities in the negatives. Freiermuth, really good tight end. Not quite as good as he was early in his career, but a very good tight end. Obviously, George Pickens, he's basically the wide receiver one and only wide receiver on this team for a while now. Deontay Johnson for a while, but it's been basically 2 years. Realistically, last season that Deontay played, for them was very injury prone, and it's really been Pickens for the last 2 years minimum. Of course, DK Metcalf, flyer, really good player. Some really big receivers here, which once again kind of points to doesn't make sense for Rodgers, who's more of a route runner, thrower. He wants a guy in a certain spot, and not that these guys aren't good route runners, but they are kind of more go up and get it type players, which Rodgers can throw to, and he's obviously loved Allen Lazard, which he's pretty much the epitome of that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's still, a question mark. I don't know how much of an upgrade it is for Rodgers, and if that's the case, you're not really going to see much of an upgrade from his stats and his season he had with the Jets, so we'll see what happens there. I'm still super interested to see it. I want to see as much Rodgers play as I can. Pause. Sounds sus. Defensively, never really a concern. The Steelers are pretty much always going to have a good defense. Really, improvements are interior line, especially with an aging, but still very good Cameron Hayward. Middle linebackers, it's been argued that Peyton Wilson, anyways, is better than Patrick Queen, at least as of last year. Didn't get a whole lot of opportunities, but when he was out there, seemingly looked better. Of course, safeties, you got some pretty good safeties, especially with Fitzpatrick. Brand new cornerback Darius Slay, when he's healthy, obviously still a pretty good option. How much are you really getting out of him at that age, though? That's the question. Joey Porter Jr., he is, your honest, true cornerback one for this team. And yeah, once again, not really too concerned about this defense. Really just what can the offense do? What does Rodgers bring to the table? And how long do you really have him for? But I promise, this will be the last Aaron Rodgers kind of hypothetical rebuilds. I also kind of want to update the Steelers rebuild with Darius Slay. I suppose, why not? But let me know in the comment section below which team you like to see next. I kind of have the Panthers and Buccaneers as maybes. I have the Jaguars, Dolphins, Falcons, Bengals, Lions, Bills, and potentially Chiefs on there as well. So of those names, let me know what teams you like to see. Or if you have a different name, let me know as well. And while you're down there, maybe leave a like if you enjoy the video and subscribe if you are new. Honestly, let's head right into the draft where 21, those, bottom 12s are going to be all about that best available pick. We are in the draft. It's, one of the first rebuilds we've had in a little while where we actually are hoping for edge rushers to go early. I also would not completely rule out going quarterback. I think we are, especially since we're getting really close to the actual draft happening, we're pretty much going to play the board now how it lies. I think there's only 3 players where I'm going to at least have a certain range. That's going to be Cam Ward in the top 20 picks minimum. Realistically, top 5. Genty in the top 20 picks and Travis Hunter in the top 20 picks. Everyone else, though, free game. If Abdul Carter falls to 20, I don't care. I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Injury concerns are more real than we thought. Every single other player is fair game from here on out for rebuilds. That's just the way we're going to go. A lot of you guys want it that way, so you know what? I'm just appeasing to the masses. There are no limits. We are taking whoever is there. As Cam Ward goes number 1 overall, Shedeur Sanders goes number 2, and Abdul Carter goes number 3. So no worries about that. We're chilling. You know, it's funny I say, you know, as long as they're in the top 20, but Genty's like almost guaranteed to fall to us at 21. Genty in the top 20 as well. Did I mention Genty? I think I might have actually. Top 20, I think, is the range. Genty at 12. Okay, never mind. Sweet. Mason Graham would have definitely been, if he was still there, one of my options. Really like the way the board fell. It's very realistic on top of it. Membu, top 5, sitting at 15. I might have to make a trade up. Membu is a very interesting piece. Have not had him yet, I don't believe. And we could use O-line just about as any other position on this team. Don't know if we're going to pull this off, though. They want a lot of first-round picks and move up like 6 spots. That's, I mean, well, for them, move down. Pretty ridiculous. This one's at least a little more fair, I guess, because it's all future. But, yeah, I mean, you would have thought they were trading us pick 1. I mean, these trades are kind of crazy. And honestly, with no second-round pick, I might have to just let it happen. Walter Nolan. Wait, Will Campbell went number 4. Is it a Seattle Seahawks? I mean, he's still here, dude. Membu at 18 is pure theft. I think he pulled the tonsil. I think he just pulled the tonsil. That's all there is to it. DT is a huge need of ours, but I mean, I'm not really loving it. Cornerback Hairston's your best option. Could go Ravel, but I mean, even that's not really necessary. Yeah, I think you try to trade up with Seattle here. I mean, they need O-line just as bad as anyone, but they might be looking at a different position group entirely. The heist is complete. We're stealing Membu at 18. Watch this to be the one you guys are like, super unrealistic. I'm not watching anymore. Stupid. It's like, really, dude? Could also even at, 18 see a trade up for Dart. Would not hate it. Would not expect anything else. But I think pure value-wise, you're going to go with the lineman Membu. Should be hidden dev. I mean, if he's not, that'd be crazy. 27 true talent, hidden development trait. I am also wondering, like, was that a move that we should have made? Because, like, I kind of need a tackle, if anything. And, I mean, yes, he makes sense at right tackle, but, I mean, I need a freaking left tackle. Do you maybe just believe in him? Anyways, Starks in the 3rd round. See, these are the reasons why. These are the reasons why we have these parameters in place. Because Malachi Starks in the 3rd round is absolutely insanity. But at the same time, I don't actually need that position that badly. Dylan Sampson, I mean, I need a running back. Jalen Warren, no matter what in real life, he's not long-term in-game. But I also need a damn DT. Who's there? Farmer, Joshua Farmer, dude. Yikes, we really have nothing to work with here, huh? Everybody's gone. And we end up trading the 3rd, 4th, and 7th to the Browns of all teams. Pretty good trade value for them, in fairness. To, I would say, honestly, take Malachi Starks. I mean, pure value-wise, looks good. Really, following the word that I said. I said I was going to take them how they fall, outside of, like, 3 or 4 players that are pretty much guaranteed top 20, and play it from there. And, that's what we said we're going to do. That's what we did. I'm going to still get somebody complaining. To be fair, nobody really does complain. I'm, like, basically one of those, like, oh man, if I was in that gas station with that guy that was robbing this clerk at gunpoint, ooh, I would have got in there and I would have did things, man. That sounds really sus, by the way, but yeah, he would never had a chance. I would have stopped him dead. Let's take Aaron Smith, by the way. But yeah, that's basically I'm making up false narratives that really don't occur. No one really. I mean, if anything, like I said, you guys basically tell me all the time that I don't take enough players later than they should go. Which, I mean, I get it, right? Like, anyone could fall for any reason, like Darnell Washington out of nowhere. Injury concerns. Like, it was like during the draft. Like, before the draft started, everyone's like, oh, he's going to go pretty high, and then he just completely fell. So, who knows? Membu, looking great. Does fit, like, as a tackle for sure, but not really a left tackle, so what am I supposed to do? like Fautano at left, I guess, maybe. We'll see. I really like the value, though. Had to go for him. Malachi Starks, man and zone are a little iffy, admittedly, but very good players still. And then the final player, Aaron Smith. Man, no second-round pick hurts, but we also really just threw that draft away with trade-ups, 100%. That is pure theft, though. Membu at 18, Starks in the 3rd round. Not a deep class, but 2 real high-quality prospects. Like, the one thing I really do regret is not having Jalen Milroe, but, I mean, what can I do? I brought in Rodgers, a team that just made, to a team that just made this playoffs. Do I trade down from 21, grab Milroe? Do I take Milroe at 21? I really want a Milroe, but I just feel like without that second-round pick, I just didn't have the flexibility to do it. If I took him, what would I have? I'd be stuck. At least now we actually have a starting offensive line that has potential. Really still curious about Membu at left tackle, but I think he's just going to play guard for us. What? Screw it. I am going to do it. Membu at right tackle, Troy Fautano at left tackle. That's going to be the plan. Both got experience doing the respective roles. I think that's the best outcome for us. Drops down in overall, but that's fine. All right, this is the roster for year 1. I don't know how Membu's not a right tackle. I don't understand why you switch their position in the their actual edit player, and it just ruins the entire depth chart. But obviously Membu at right tackle, not a great overall. I feel like that's a little low for him. 74, 75 across the board, I think would be perfectly fine. But 72, oof, that's tough. Rodgers has an upgrade point from training camp. We'll obviously have to do that. Jalen Warren in real life, perfectly fine. Not really worried about it too much. But in game, yeah, I need a running back right away. 26 years old, super low overall. There's really not much here for him. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, we added a couple things going on here. Right? Starks at strong safety, move some other guys around. And yeah, we could definitely use more draft capital next year. So let's not make a crazy blockbuster trade. Unless this DK1 works, then trade away, baby. $107 million. Okay start of the season. Obviously, there's been some talks about Pickens even being traded. That would be such a cuck. As a Packers fan, I would know what that feels like. You have Aaron Jones, and, you're like, will he keep him? Will he not? And then Josh Jacobs comes along. You're like, oh, you're going for the crazy running back squad. This might work. Then they get rid of him. Same situation with Pickens and Metcalf, of course, potentially. But seems pretty likely that he'll be here for at least another year. Deshaun Elliott. Not a bad player at all, but obviously we have Starks in his place, and he's kind of the longer-term guy anyways. Rodgers obviously on that list, but, whether or not he plays well or not is pretty irrelevant. It's all about, is he even going to still be here? Watt, obviously we pay. Pickens, obviously we pay, and the rest might be gone. All right, if we win, we should be in the wild card round. We lose, but we are still in at 9-8. The 6 seed, the Jets, at the 7 seed. 8 seed is the Jaguars. We would have the tiebreaker over the Jets anyways, I believe, as we beat them in the regular season. But yeah, they're in the playoffs at 9-8. Could you imagine? Championship round, Jets, Steelers, Rodgers on said Steelers team. Really, not a bad finish at all, even though we lost to the Ravens there, a couple losses in there. But, yeah, that would be kind of insane. But really surprised to see either of these teams, let alone both, making the game, the playoffs. Rodgers, 21 touchdowns, 16 picks. We did roll the Steelers scheme. We were winning games. I was like, okay, let's just keep it. I think the Steelers scheme is cooked. I think it's not the one to go with. I think, you know what? Rodgers talking about how he wants to be a part of, a culture like Green Bay and this and that. And I think we're going to go Green Bay. I think it's fitting. We might change it after he's gone, which could be as soon as literally this upcoming season here. No Rookie of the Year award win for us, unfortunately. But yeah, we can change it after that. TJ Watt with the MVP of linebackers, if you will. But yeah, we can obviously change it off. I just don't love the numbers. Not the most ideal conditions, right? 9-8, barely making the playoffs. But there's always been tougher polls than some team like the Texans. Not a bad start for us either. But in general, yeah, we could definitely have gotten an unluckier team. Could have been even unluckier and just not made the playoffs at all. Really good situation here to clutch up. Field goal wins it for the 4 with 1 second left. Talk about clutch. Literally gave him a kickoff to work with, and that was about it. We win 24-21. At least winning a playoff game, that's pretty massive. Rodgers, pretty good performance. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 81% completion percentage, same exact. Well, actually, no, 10 yards different than C.J. Stroud. Way better yards per throw, though. Warren, bit lackluster. I mean, that's the thing with this team. Maybe in real life, sure, but in game, it is a tough team to win a Super Bowl with year one. I mean, there is a lot. Not that the team needs a lot of replacements. There's a lot of guys that either won't develop, have reached their ceiling, or just can't develop, I guess. Or just need some, it needs some time. It's just year one is a tough one in general, especially with a bunch of new changes. But yeah, low overall quarterback that's getting up there in age. I'd be pretty shocked if this was a run. But you know what? The Bills, I'm not saying that's an easy team. We usually don't do well against that defense, no matter what team we are. But maybe it's different. I don't know. Have them beat by 2 overalls as well, though. And winner goes the championship round. End of game. Both teams no real stranger to the elements. 7-3, 10-7. A little bit of a lead. 13-7. 13-7 still. Halftime score remains the same. Nice start. Touchdown with the 2-point. 21-7. Looking pretty good. Come on, offense. There's no way we just let the Bills come back down 14. Come on, Rodgers. Show off some clutch genes. This would be legacy stuff. Clock is running hard. This team is out of timeouts. Is that what I'm seeing here? Out of timeouts, and we're looking to run the ball. I mean, they've got timeouts, so I suppose it doesn't really matter. It looks like we're out of timeouts, though, no? Probably should not be throwing this ball, but whatever. Pickens down the middle. Take a little something over the middle. I have no idea. Are those 3 timeouts? Oh, there are 3 timeouts. Oh, the team is chilling. Okay. I mean, I really couldn't tell, honestly. Maybe I'm just blind. But against that white background, couldn't tell. Try to bounce it. Couldn't. We lose 2-3 yards. Probably should have let that clock go a little bit. Because they, kind of know the situation now. They can call a timeout early. I guess they can't really call a timeout. Either way, we are in control. Try to get a little bit closer for the squad. Warren centers it more, and I think that's really where you're willing to kick this game winner, or attempt it at least. I think the AI will kick this, so I'm going to call a timeout and let them try. If they run a regular play, that'd be insane, right? I'd probably have a better chance of this, of missing this than the AI, but you know what? We're going to let it happen anyways. They hit it, 24-21, headed to the championship round. Automatic dub on investment. Rodgers was great. Allen was great. Rushing, Warren was actually not bad. Receiving, DK Metcalf, pretty good. Pickens, pretty good too. The Twin Towers, the 2 wide receiver go up and get it, if you will. Defense for the Steelers here, pretty good. Couple of plays for the Bills as well. Interceptions, none, surprisingly. Though, their kicker missed twice at home. Oh, no. Championship round, who is it? The Chiefs? It is the brother. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm literally telling you. It is, like, somehow, some way, it's just coded this way. Like, it's genuinely insane that this is even possible. Right? And then on top of it, if we win and the Packers win, then you have the Packers versus the freaking Rodgers. And the Super Bowl matchup. Right? End of the game. A crazy historic matchup here. I don't know. Is it historic? It's freaking insane. I'll tell you that much. 14-10, a little bit of a climb back moment here for the Steelers, who will not get the points before halftime. Second half, though, up by 3 after that touchdown. Jets are, in fact, starting Justin Fields, 24-14. A lot of unanswered points as the Steelers are headed to the Super Bowl in year 1. Brother, are you kidding me? Justin Fields goes down, and, here we go. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 68% completion percentage, 341 yards. There's no funny business going on here. Like, changing the Packers playbook is not crazy. It's really, and it fits in this, right? You got Rodgers. How many years he played there? It's very, very fitting, obviously. But unbelievable. You could put on the Chiefs playbook, and it's still not funny business. It's just like, yeah, you're giving yourself better odds than just rocking the Steelers playbook, but it's still within the game's reality. Nothing was changed outside of that, just the playbooks, which teams flip-flop in this game all the time. A lot of times, the prominent playbooks even get replaced out quickly, and the Eagles win. Okay, so it's not quite the storybook kind of crazy matchup that it could have been, but it's still pretty impressive nonetheless. I really wish I would have just We should just force that. That is just too elite of a matchup not to, but nope. Eagles, they want to ruin what could have been a crazy one, super fun one, but hey, that's what the Eagles do. They just win. They just win 86 versus 86, so we're on par with a pretty good team. DevOps, none for Rodgers, none for anyone on the offense, actually, and then look at the defense. We see, I don't think anyone else, again, just no DevOps at all across the board, but even with that fact, looking at a potential Super Bowl win. There's no way, right? There's no way us adding a tackle, shifting another tackle over, and drafting a safety who's worse than our current starter is enough to turn this team to a Super Bowl champion, right? Like, this is a ridiculous start to this thing, and especially in this Super Bowl itself. 21-13, a touchdown. Oh, points there would have won it. 4th and 2. Defense can't hold. From the 13-yard line, I think, is that all 3 timeouts? I would not trust. Is that the clock going? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Underneath, he's gonna be short. And Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers have won the Super Bowl in year 1. We get these every once in a while. We get them every once in a while. We have one with the Rams. Was it last Madden, the year before? But this could be the craziest one we have had yet. I get it. Once again, we changed the Packers scheme and offense. It's a pretty damn good scheme. We won a lot of Super Bowls with it. But Rodgers is a very low overall quarterback. And the team is good, but it ain't all that good. I will say, though, even without changing the playbooks, we have seen Rodgers and the Steelers in this Super Bowl in the past. I don't know if it was year 1, though. I think it was more, some of the rebuilds I forgot to change his age back to 40, and he sticks around an extra year or two. Those seasons he was a part of, which he's a higher overall in that situation anyways. But, yeah, little different, I think, in this case, where you just, come out the gate, low overall, old man quarterback, and he wins a Super Bowl. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. I mean, I'd roll again. I mean, you give him another chance. I mean, I think we'll do at least 3 years, but after 3 years, I don't even know if there's any reason to go on from there. You got your Super Bowl win already. Boswell gets a freaking kick blocked. Where's the ceiling? You going for Brady's rings with this late into your career? I mean, I don't think it's worth it personally, but maybe you got that many in you. Yeah, I mean, once again, no funny business. Just a ridiculous run. Ridiculous run. I mean, that's actually absurd. But we are obviously going to take it. We've had a lot of unlucky sim situations, getting beat by teams that are vastly inferior to us, but not today. Today, we are champions right away. I guess another question would be, is Rodgers already retired or not? See a couple of Steelers, but one of them is not Aaron Rodgers. One of them is not Aaron Rodgers. No way he's still here. What's that overall? 72, 73? 77! I mean, the regression sliders are literally only down 10%. Running back, safety, and both safeties do have those low to 50. But quarterback's 10% down. It's still 90%. I still was expecting him to be like a 72, 73 overall here. Does lose quite a bit of accuracy ratings, I will admit. Still very talented, though. Wow, here we are. Aaron Rodgers sticking out for another year. Technically about to be freaking 43. Not really reflected in game, but definitely technically that. But what a damn year. So, I mean, looking at the draft, best available pick is, once again, a pretty common route for us, especially when you win a Super Bowl. But guard, potentially quarterback, running back for sure, I think. We actually focus full scout the running back room because it's just, man, that's a tough one for us. And then defensively, IDL. Oh, no, I didn't even notice. I was too busy looking at Rodgers. I didn't even pay attention to Cameron Hayward retiring. That is a huge blow to the defense. So, yeah, IDL is definitely a massive focus here. But other than that, the team does look pretty good still. Also, if this isn't the most mid-off-season stuff I've ever seen, I don't know what is. We've already reached the end, haven't we? We're at end times. I'll do a 1-year 7 for Elliott, but, yeah, he doesn't take it. Probably about $14 million, $20 million per year for the tag. That's crazy. Everyone else, though, Suamalo is actually not bad, but we might be able to get him back in free agency anyways, but also maybe more. Rodgers, 1 year, 28.8. He just got us a freaking Super Bowl win. Obviously, we're going to pay him that. 1 year, 30. Glad that he resigns. A lot of times, even when you make the fair contract, the right contract, they're like, I don't want to stick it around anymore. Let's get our puncher back on a 2-year deal. He takes it. Let's go to free agency. Probably not going to spend any money there. Want to try to avoid any absolute disasters down the line. We've already just had a disaster. $42 million, though. What can you do with that? You get somebody. Derrick Henry, not a bad fit, actually, but he's older, so it's kind of irrelevant. Some linemen. Some not very young linemen, but some linemen nonetheless. Starters, I suppose. Pretty weak free agent room, but you might be able to pick up a few players, backups, or even starter. By the way, before we start the draft, I also did bump Rodgers to an 80 overall and put him at star. I think if you win a Super Bowl, you get a little bit of special treatment. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, though, it doesn't matter how well he plays. I'm going to let him, regress. It doesn't matter. But you want a Super Bowl, dude. And he was a big part of it. The regular season ones are great, but once we changed the scheme up a little bit in the playoffs, he was very solid. Very good. So I think that's beyond fair. I'm actually surprised he's here, though. And you could see that I, didn't change his age before to lower him down, because that's what I have to do normally. I have to drop him to 20 years old, put all the regression, to where it's supposed to be, and then, he doesn't retire, put him at 40, and then, he'll retire beyond that. But you can't physically make someone 41 without them playing a year. So that isn't what happened. He just didn't really regress, and, well, he's still here. We have a chance at another Super Bowl. Who knows? Pick 32. We scouted the running backs because that is one of our biggest needs, and, man, there is a solid running back in Darren James. He also has some quarterbacks, but I feel like this would be almost another Green Bay taking Jordan Love situation, but even worse because you actually just won the Super Bowl. But at the same time, I know we need a QB, so we're just going to slow sim it down to 32, and I don't know. I think, you know what? We're not even going to slow sim. We're just going to go straight to 32. If that running back's there, he's there. He went 28. I can't trade up for a running back, I don't think. Of course, Amel is still there, the guy I was looking at. Oh, that would be such a sell to take QB when the team just won a Super Bowl. Obviously, Rodgers is going to be gone soon, maybe even as soon as next year, but at the same time, you just won a Super Bowl. Why are you thinking about the future when, you could win back-to-back? Bring enough talent, and you can win a back-to-back Super Bowl. I'm really debating on what I want to do here, because you have Ridgeway, who's really solid. I think Sutton is the better player, though. He just looks better. He's 21. Trucking's bad, but stiff arm's good. I'm debating it, right? Yeah, I mean, you have to take someone in the 2 to 3 anyways. So, if you're going running back, that's what you got to do. Then you have Holmes, a really good cornerback. Man, this is a tough one. I mean, we don't even need Holmes yet anyways, but we will. I'm going to go Malik Holmes. I think he's just pure value, the better option. Normal dev, but he'll be in the slot. Maybe get a dev up from that, become corner 2 next year. I think that's the move. We're just going to slow sim until, we're kind of down to one of the running backs we're willing to take and maybe try to trade up if it's even possible. And if it is, we're going to... Man, I can't, I don't even think we could take the corner or running back. We need O-line still, too. Sutton to the Falcons of all the teams, and clearly don't need a running back. I need at least one lineman minimum. Realistically, I would like 2. I still need 2 IDL, and I could arguably need a running back. Oh, man, I really don't love this draft. That cornerback, though, it looked really good. Amel's still there, by the way. Mind you. And the running back I was going to go with is gone, Ridgeway. Honestly, I'm just going to move on to 64 here. I mean, the Jets get Amel, by the way. What a theft. That's a great pick. I mean, I need so many things here. I need O-line. I need freaking DT. I mean... The only lineman I have left is Leo Hunt. I'm going to grab him. Man, I really don't love this. 61 true. And he's normal, dude. Wow, this draft has gone very badly. Oh, my. We need at least one DT as well. We can't really trade up any higher. We don't really have the ability to trade up, so I guess we're going to wait till Brian or Bradley are the last ones. Man, it's dry in here. I'm not getting emotional. It's getting dry up in here. I don't like it. And here we go. We trade a 4th, this, a 3rd next, a 6th-round pick 2 years from now, and Juan Thornhill for 73 from the Falcons. Wanted to keep 32 because I want that running back later. He's a day 3. I mean, doesn't look great, but he's good, serviceable. Sheldon Bryan looked pretty promising. Nathan has B tackle. The other guy looked great too. Super fast, great strength. One hidden, please. I don't ask for much. Oh my. Wow. I mean, honestly, how confident am I about this Southward guy anymore even? Very raw, obviously, but he's decently fast. That's really all I've got. We're going to take him. 84 true talent. I don't know why I thought maybe there's a chance of hidden. He's not. Wow, this might be one of our worst drafts we've ever had. Like, genuinely. And for our draft recap, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not terrible players, just none of them were hidden. 0 hidden devs. I know we had pick 32, but that doesn't change anything. Of course, Holmes is still great. There's no question about it. We didn't have any concerns about that. It's just, yeah, normal dev is terrible. I mean, this guy, not a bad lineman at all. Just, well, he's also more of a tackle. He's a finesse guy. But, you know, it's just another normal dev that is tough. And then Brian, very good finesse. Insanely athletic. Great strength. Good hit power even. But normal dev. Not really much you can do. I mean, not that you can't do anything with that, you know, normal dev, but it's just unfortunate. Of course, Southward F juke move is 78 juke move. So, you know, just for running back specifically because of how, you know, saturated it is, just ignore those, honestly. Just look for athleticism. He looks great. I mean, even 74 trucking, but he is a low overall. So do you really throw that out there when you have Jalen Warren and, you know, you're trying to win another Super Bowl? Probably not. Also, we got Isaiah Logan, who you would think, you know, terrible, but 75 finesse. If we have no other options, I'm not hating it. There is a chance there. But yeah, how far down and how down bad we are might have no bounds. I will need to see a few play. Oh my God, 83 overall corner. I don't really care. And honestly, it's not our players, so who really cares? But I need to see the quarterback for sure. And then I got to take a look at those 2 running backs. So Amel, 73 overall. Expect great things. Normal dev as well. Okay. Not a bad player at all, obviously, in the 80s for accuracy. Almost getting him in the 3rd round is ridiculous. Then we have the Falcons running back, Sutton, 76 overall. Normal dev as well. Okay, not really miss out on that too much. And then we have the other running back with was it the Rams? I can't remember. It was Jaguars. Ridgeway, 75 overall. Also normal. Was the entire draft class normal dev? Damn. That's tough. That is tough, but it does make me feel a little bit better. It's like, hey, you're bad, but you ain't that bad. Bradley, brother. This was my other DT if it wasn't the DT we took, and even he was normal. Did we just have a bad scouting year, or was it actually just a bad draft? Because that seems insane, no? Like, every single player is normal dev. Could have been worse. Could have taken this guy in the 2nd round. Damn. Only offer I got on Broderick Jones, I'm going to take it. Taj Brooks, a 5th and a 7th round pick. Oh, my. Super 5th as well. All right, Season 2. The team really does not look like a Super Bowl champion, but they won one. You can't take that away from them. Looking at the offensive line, we need some work. I mean, this team really needs a bad season so we can get back out there. I mean, we got a 62 overall left end. This team is going to go down, but you never know. Might have another season, and it's like, we still need quarterback, technically. I was going to do my training camp, but, you know, Rodgers ain't going to last forever. It might even be gone next season, so, damn, this team is one of the worst Super Bowl winners we've ever had, honestly. We end up trading contract year Herbig to the Packers for a 4th and a 6th round pick. A lot of money, but also a lot of players are re-signed. Porter, obviously. Queen, possibly, actually. Benton, I don't really know if we have much of a better option. And then the Razami Slay, I'm surprised he's even here at this point. Probably going to be gone, including Rodgers, more than likely. So yeah, pretty sick Super Bowl win. I don't think we're going to be seeing another one here, as the team is definitely losing some games. 7-10. Pickens is great though, but yeah, 7-10. It really, like, it kind of baffles me how good we were year one, because I mean, this is what makes more sense with the roster talent we currently have right now. But yeah, and a higher overall Rodgers did not change anything here. So yeah, I mean, touchdown. The picks are so high, by the way, for Rodgers as well. Like, it's just doesn't matter what the scheme is. He's just throwing a billion picks. Pick ends 19 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. Metcalf was decent. Wilson was all right. Freiermuth, not that great. Blocking was okay for Madden at least. Pass rush, it's a 3-4 defense. What do you expect? Picks, decent, interception numbers. Boswell was great. We re-signed him to a 1-year 6. And then Bailey, pretty good as well. Any award wins? I doubt it, but maybe a Rookie of the Year award win. Nope, not even defense. All the way down to 5 and 6 and 8. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so this is like a year one and that's it kind of situation. Now, there's no way this team is doing anything this upcoming season here. But maybe Rodgers sticks around one more year and we run it again as the Chiefs win the Super Bowl over the Vikings. What is the retirements? Is it Rodgers? Is he gone? He's not gone. Darius Slay is, though. He's got to be, like, crazy regress, though. He's 42 years old. Like, there's no way. What's that regression looking like? 77. It's not terrible. Went down, like, 4 or 5 overalls, but okay. I mean, we're going to go again. We're going again. One more year. See if we can afford him, which we should be able to. Was Pickens already superstar? I can't remember, honestly. I really can't. He was not superstar. I was about to say, I can't remember, but I'm also pretty confident he wasn't. And yeah, that's the case. Holmes doesn't go open dev. I thought he had a pretty good year. I guess not. And then that was it. No other dev ups. Really tough stuff, dude. That was a tough year. Aaron Rodgers, 1 year, $20 million deal. It's actually not bad at all. Of course, I've been really trying to keep Patrick Queen without paying him a 4-year deal, and you can see why, because he's on the older side now, but we'll pay the $20 million. I mean, it seems like we're going to have to pay $20 million anyways, so $20 million for the tag. I mean, that's one of those situations where it's kind of fair because he's getting paid way more than he should. So, you know, him playing on the tag doesn't feel as bad. $87 million. I mean, if we're going to make a run here, we're going to need some pretty good names in free agency to show up. And then, of course, with Fautano, $17 million. I mean, we could probably just get him back on that price anyways, you know, per year. So let's not do that. Free agency, though. I don't even know. What are we hoping for here? Obviously, a running back wouldn't hurt. O-lineman wouldn't hurt. Defensively, IDL wouldn't hurt. Corner, I guess. I mean, it's not a bad team, actually. It's just the quarterback's a little low. And we got a couple of spots. Specifically running back, which, unless you go Swift, which, I mean, I guess probably is, since we're only doing very likely, especially with Rodgers still here, only doing one more season, it's probably worth it. I mean, I'm going to take a look at Jalen Warren, Rick Rest, because if he didn't, I'm just going to let him start again. He actually was pretty good. Leonard Williams, now that's a pretty good, corner cut move. It's a pretty big jump in overall there. Unfortunately, O-line's not going to be looking that good. Reed, I mean, once again, if we're playing this as a one-year situation, why wouldn't I? Especially as a superstar. Probably not going to join us, but we'll see. Trenton Simpson, don't really need a linebacker that bad. Thinking that might be it. I don't really love everyone else. Everyone else is kind of low overall anyways. Doesn't really improve us. Hey, we got DJ Reed, which was among a bunch of other teams interested. And we get Leonard Williams. Didn't really expect Jaden Reed. It was a 1 year 20, but Leonard Williams and DJ Reed, pretty good. Once again, corner cutting moves to upgrade those two positions pretty dramatically. Pick 11, which I honestly, I'll be real with you, completely forgot that we were bad. That's a very high draft pick. This is probably, like we talked about, this team could use a bad season. This is one of those seasons that kind of gets you right, where you trade down from 11, you gain a bunch, you fill all your needs, and you're back stronger than ever. It definitely helps not having to worry about edge or wide receiver. Two really tough positions you almost always have to go in the first round to get someone decent for. So with my needs of QB, running back, O-line ×2, linebacker, IDL arguably ×2, probably going to be trading down here. You have a quarterback in Allman. He was okay, but very fast. So, usually you get that speed with average throw power combo. You're looking at a star dev. You couldn't really blame the Steelers for going QB here, right? I'm going to trade down, though, to the end of the first. If Allman is there, I'm going to take him. I'm going to literally trade down to the end of the first. If I can get to the Vikings or Chiefs, that's who we're going for. Which the Vikings are at least giving us an offer. I really want it to be all this year, though, because like I said, very, 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 very likely this is the final season. Is we're basically resetting after this year. Is there really a point at year 3 to reset? We've already done a Steelers rebuild, before this. This is really the Rodgers rebuild. I'm honestly surprised he's still here. I will admit, the first season, I completely forgot to turn regression sliders on normal, but also I forgot to change the XP sliders to normal. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Also, no third-round pick. This is more reason than ever to be trading down here. I really wish you could find a team late that has 2 second-round picks. I would love that, but I don't think that's going to happen. Or we can find the team that took our third-round pick, maybe. Was it the Falcons? Can't remember if it was the Falcons or not. I don't know what this is worth, so I'm just going to make sure that, we're getting our value. Might be able to get a third next year off of them. That's why I go, you go too hard, so then you can dial it back. We could also not give that extra trade extra pick because we actually had to give them more. I think it's still worth it, though. 25 is actually not a bad pick. We're only dropping down 14 spots. They end up going with a tackle, franchise tackle, in that top 10, top 15 range is kind of where you need to go. That quarterback is still there, but he is pretty damn mid. I still think he has potential for hidden, but as far as would I believe he's guaranteed that guy, I don't know. We have some pass rushers, which I'm not too worried about pass rush just yet for this team, but at the same time, you have options at edge. Kind of have to look at them because it is a position that, once again, you do have to go, oh, this isn't even an edge rusher. What the hell? Off ball in the first round, I guess, but you got to take a look at those positions, I think. Also, a 25-year-old QB and Mark Hawley. And I guess, you know what? We are going to go Eric Ullman. I know I usually like to start the rookie quarterback when we get him, but this guy's speed tells me he's hidden dev. He's probably star, maybe even superstar. And there you go. Sometimes when you got those indicators, which aren't guaranteed, we've taken fast quarterbacks that have normal dev before, but there's a higher chance, in my opinion, of them being star. That's at least what I've experienced. So we took that calculated guess, and it worked out. We're really starting to eat through our draft capital here, but I really like the athleticism of Tim Butler. That's going to be the guy we go for. Tim Butler, receiving back, 28 true, another normal dev. This is why, those running backs, man, when you have a chance at one in free agency or it's a guaranteed top 5, you got to take them because it's tough, dude. It really is. These linemen are probably our next priority. DT as well. Don't technically need a DT just yet because we are, rolling with Leonard Williams. But I guess I'll go Josh Little. The value's there. 7 true talent. Also normal. Man, I don't know what it is, but we have been getting absolutely bent over. And Rayburn goes 1 pick before us, of course. Been getting bent over with these devs, though. This is astronomically bad. I actually don't know what's going on. If this guy's normal dev, there's something crazy going on. Thank you, hidden dev. Oh my, I know the QB was hidden, but still. Are we for real? It felt like such theft, to be honest, from them, but I want the other lineman, I think. I think. If not, I can go with the DT. It doesn't really matter. What are we going to do? Do we go DT? Garfield's good, but not, great. DT had some redeeming qualities for sure. We'll go DT. Devin Terrell, 94 true. Another normal dev, man. I'm over it. EA, this rebuild, even though you gave us the Super Bowl year 1, you win. You win. I want to tell you, don't even need a running back, but the guy's a 1-2, so why wouldn't I? Quayshawn Fry, 48 true talent, normal development rate, slow, but he's a power back. Man, I can't believe how, we're getting rolled in this one. We're so down bad for a win, we're going to be taking a freaking punter in the 6th round, a backup punter, I believe. 17 true talent, normal dev as well, but really good overall, obviously. 97 kick power. Just such a bad streak on, lack of hiddens, but quarterback 70 overall, not a great overall, but once again, hidden development rate. Could be all the way up to superstar dev. Very athletic. Honestly, not as athletic as I thought he was going to be, but still very good. Very good. Throw power 90. This is what I expected, 89, 91. Dev, star. I was thinking superstar, but that's fine. Star dev. Rookie quarterback, good. Let's take a look now at the running back. Tim Butler, 74 overall. Not a bad player by any means. Really good at, receiving back stuff. Of course, injury stamina, toughness is a bit bad, but elusive, fast, really good change of direction. Very good running back. All the athleticism ratings you would ever be aiming for. Josh Little, another solid corner. The value is there. I keep falling for it, but normal def. Problem we've had a lot of times now. And then Brian Shea, he will be our new right guard. Very good power blocker, 6'4", 310, fits the bill. Hidden development rate on top of it. Thankfully, that worked out. Dev of superstar. There's a positive. Doesn't really change a whole lot, but it's still nice. It's better than not having it. Devin Terrell, very good finesse. Fast, strength's good, but again, normal development rate, so he'll be back up, especially with Leonard Williams on the team. And then Fry, Quayshawn Fry, 84 truck, 79 stiff arm, 81 juke, and then a big one, 99 break tackle. We see those guys quite often. I never grab them. I just saw the 1 to 2 value. If there's one position that gets the most value out of the full scout, it's definitely running back, right? That's just such a hard position to read. I mean, you see F juke move, it's 78. It's like, okay, how in the world am I ever going to figure it out without that information? That's insane. Let's take a look at Rayburn. Did they screw us out or not? I mean, maybe, I don't know, but bad power blocker. But yeah, I was definitely expecting to take this guy. What's the dev? Actually got saved, huh? We'll take it. That's a dub. All right, here we are for what I would assume to be is the final season. 86 overall. The team looks all right, actually. You got 290 wide receivers. You have an 85 overall running back, 87 overall tight end. The O-line's fair. I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst. It's probably like 16th to 18th. Defensively, there's some concerns, but the corners are decent overall at 86. Edge, one of the best in the league, and 90 plus for both. Linebacker, middle linebacker is good enough. Safety's definitely good enough. It's a good team where, elite QB play could easily win a Super Bowl, but Rodgers old. Is there elite QB play left in him? Because we haven't seen it so far, I'll tell you that much. Oh, Lord, look at these contracts. Highsmith, 4-year, 123. Frazier needs a contract. Reed, obviously, we just got him. Fautanu, oof, these are some rough ones. It is a tough time to be in financials for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then you have Membu coming up, and obviously Rodgers here, but, he's probably going to be gone. You know what? Do you just take the risk that Rodgers isn't going to be gone, and you try to sign him now on, like, a basically pure theft contract? 1 year, 8. If he takes that money and runs, so be it, rather than waiting and, potentially losing him and then having to tag him $40 million. But Highsmith, if I can do a 3-year 96, it's kind of like the TJ Watt contract a little bit, that would be much better. So glad to do it. Frazier, he's going to want more than this, so we'll do a 4 years 58. He still wants more. 4 years 60, whatever. That's not bad. He's really good overall, but we'll say Fautanu is getting a little bold here, dude. $18 million. If he took a 2 year, so that's fine, but $18 million per at that overall and that age is not, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's still not the best thing either. Peyton Wilson, go for a 3 year 25. $55 million left. Don't think we're keeping Queen. I don't even think I want to pay the tag that we offered him. Well, not even offered him, but he got 1 year 19. You definitely could find a better offer. He is not wrong, but we'll try to get Frazier back, and then I think everyone else, even Wilson, will be gone. I think that's just the way it's got to be. If we win, I believe we are in. And we do win, and we're in. We are the 6th seed. Oh, we would have been in anyways. The Chiefs don't make it, though. The 8th seed. Oh, maybe not. The 10-7 Jets, of all teams, by the way, miss the playoffs. Wow. Do the Bengals here, but 89 overall. How do we play? Like, the numbers for Rodgers have been pretty bad throughout this thing. Even that. That's not bad numbers because touchdowns and yards are decent, but his paycheck's way higher than, anything in his career. Warren's been really impressive, though, I must say. Metcalf, amazing. Wilson, pretty good. Pickens, though, desperate. Freiermuth, it's okay. Possession-type numbers. O-line, Shea, the rookie. He's a superstar already, but O-lineman of the year? TJ Watt, oh my God. I really wish you could have shared that with Highsmith because we, just signed him, and I don't even think he's an X Factor, but 29 sacks, absolutely smashing the NFL record. Interior line, Williams is pretty good. Everyone else kind of mid. Looking at the interceptions, kind of mid. Kicking, not bad. Punting, really good for the rookie. Special teamers, nothing really going on there. But here we are for a one last chance. Any award wins? TJ Watt, obviously. But, man, no rookie award wins or anything like that. We got O-lineman of the year. I guess it's sort of a rookie award win. Metcalf, best wide receiver. TJ Watt back on that linebacker. But, yeah, here it is. In the playoffs for the, like I said, likely final season. I don't see Rodgers sticking around anymore. And even if he is, I don't think he's going to be a good enough overall. He's about to be 43 years old. Technically, he'd be even older than that in real life. End of the game. Come on, can we have another run? Got the stop. Only a field goal, but it's still points. They get 7. We get a stop. Offense really not doing much. 14-3. Huge drive before half. Touchdown to start the second half. 17-14. 24-21 now after their touchdown. Huge drive. And while I'll be honest, it wasn't looking great, the team is able to beat their division rivals and move on to the divisional round. while Rodgers wasn't spectacular, he was very efficient and didn't throw 2 picks like Joe Burrow did. Jaylen Warren with 2 touchdowns. Are we seeing maybe not quite as, hard of a carry, but a little Peyton Manning Broncos mode? Also, TJ Watt is going absolutely insane. Reed and Fitzpatrick with some interceptions. I mean, dude is killing it. He is now 33 sacks on the year. 33. What are we cooking with? Divisional round, the Bills. I don't love it. We're a higher overall. Man, it's weird. We've won a Super Bowl in year 1, but this is like almost an ultra failed rebuild. Like, our roster building in this one was not great. Like, I feel like we had like maybe 1 or 2 starters every draft, which, I mean, in real life, that's not actually a terrible hit mark as far as like long-term starters goes. But usually we do better than that, personally. 17-7 at halftime is looking like an L. Wow, what a lackluster one. 27-7, 30-7. I think that is gonna do her. I don't imagine that we can do much better than that. Rodgers doesn't even really play all that well. Just didn't play well enough. Whereas, Josh Allen, I mean, he really didn't play well either, but they found ways to score touchdowns. Rodgers also fumbled. That doesn't help anybody's case. That, I think, is going to put the coffin on. Oh, my God, Joey Bosa with 4 sacks, doing a TJ Watt. TJ Watt's still 34 sacks on the year. Unbelievable year. We had 272 yards of punting. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Bills and Cowboys in the Super Bowl with the Bills winning it, so it's like, well, did it really, is it really a tough one when, you expected to lose? What's his name? Leonard Williams retires, but Rodgers is still here. I feel like it's glitched out. Like, there's no way. There's no way he's still here. Is he at least like a decent overall or no? Ooh, 68 overall. I'm honestly thinking maybe he's not well, he's, 68 overall. It's pretty regressed, but he's not retired because his dev is star. I think if we had dev regression on, he probably would have retired there. 68 overall is tough. Like, usable, but yeah, I mean, if we didn't get it on before and we're about to lose some players, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. And, Jaylen Warren's regressed. Team's regressing hard. Let's take a look at re-signings, just see if there's anything going on. But, yeah, I think that might be it. They might, quick little 3 years, see what happens with Rodgers. Apparently a Super Bowl win. DJ Reed also, just did not regress, at all. So, of course, you would keep him. Queen, I think you just lose him. Not interested in signing. How much is the tag? $20 million. Wilson's gone. I mean, if there's some crazy free agent that really improves us, I don't really know how they improve us, though. Because, our biggest question mark would be QB right now. I can't just start Rodgers again as a 68 overall. There's no point. He didn't win it this year. The year before, he didn't even make the playoffs. I just don't see where the value is. Jahmyr Gibbs, though. Okay, if we get Jahmyr Gibbs, there might be some room here to negotiate another try. I'll just be honest. Which, of course, to no one's surprise, we do not get. Didn't get Gibbs, didn't get Campbell. Campbell took a couple more tries. Everyone was offering him a 4-bar. Let's take a look at signs. So he goes to the Chiefs. That makes a lot of sense, to be fair. And then what about, so Queen's a Saint. Jack Campbell's a Falcon. Yeah, I think that's it. If we got Gibbs, there's an argument, okay, maybe we actually improve the team dramatically because we actually have a sick running back now, but nope. He is not on our team, so that means it's over, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the team. DK Metcalf, 90 overall. I can't actually remember how our last, the DK Steelers rebuild we did went. Let's take a look at Pickens. Pretty cool, though. Slay and Metcalf winning, the Super Bowl with this team, winning with Rodgers. The year 1 was crazy, though. It actually was. It's actually kind of wild. Warren, he's regressed, but he's still very good. Still a very good player. I would definitely recommend dropping your running back regression sliders to 50%, without a doubt. That is definitely a move. Who the hell is Lippett? Probably some blocking tight end. Freiermuth, he's still pretty good. Just not very fast. Not the fastest. 83 speed, 83 excel. He's not bad, though. When we used him in our Steelers franchise, he was pretty slow there, too. Very, very good player, though. Really never struggled throwing the ball to him, ever. He was perfectly fine. 27,000 XP for O-Lineman of the Year. That is quite the upgrade of XP. Take a look at the other guys, too. Fautanu, real-life player, obviously. Very good blocker. Could play, guard better than tackle. At this rate, it seems. Then, of course, you have Frazier. goated center already. Very good player. I mean, pass block power a little bit higher, but other than that, he's like 87 everything. Very, very good. Then, of course, Membu, our highest draft pick in the first year. Not the best of overall, though. Only 84 overall. Amazing finesse blocker. Run block power is not great. Pass block power is not great either, but it's better at least. That's as much as you could look at for the offense. We now want to take a look at the defense. Minkah Fitzpatrick down at 87, so there's a big regression. TJ Watt obviously regressing as well. Yeah, I mean, we made the playoffs again. We got ourselves a win and lost with that Super Bowl year one win. It's a fair one. It's a so-so one. Obviously, we lost Patrick Queen there. Highsmith is on a 3-year deal. He regresses. Teams regressing left and right. Window is still existing, but as far as like reality goes, you couldn't do it last year when you were a better team. Obviously, what's going to happen this year, It's just, you're asking for a miracle. Rodgers regressing to the ground, so you're starting a first-time guy. It's realistically over, even if it's not physically over. Peyton Wilson, 81 overall. He's been stuck at 81 overall for, like, the longest time. Maybe he regressed. I don't know. He's only 28, so that would seem kind of unlikely at that position. Joey Porter, another guy that's been stuck at, like, 86, 87. Joey Porter, I mean, I guess he is older now. He's 28 years old, so yeah, time flies a little bit, I'll be honest. Let's take a look at now Mr. Bryan. Only a normal dev, but 82 overall. He is climbing quickly. Very good finesse, very good block shed, obviously athletic, great strength, very solid player. He's definitely going to be better than Benton, even though Benton's star. 84 overall, doesn't matter. He's just not going to be, Benton's not going to be better, I know it. I lied. Wow, I'm a little surprised by that. 88 power move, 86 block shed. Very good player, actually. Okay. I apologize. I resent it. And that's pretty much it. There's really no other reason to look around. Lost our kicker even. Jesus. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. A little bit of a quicker one, but I also didn't even know if I wanted to do a Rodgers Steelers rebuild. I guess sooner or later you're probably going to see that news drop. And we'll already have it ready to go. We've already done it. A little bit of a different one, a little bit of a weird one because, you get that year one win, but I don't mind weird and different. And if you don't mind weird and different, maybe subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, Pkr Plays for non-Madden content. Probably have more It Takes Two tomorrow, and then, honestly, Monday. Maybe Sunday instead. I don't know. We'll see. That's about it, though. Let me know what team you want to see next. If there's a different scenario you want to see, I think I'm done with the Rodgers thing. He's just too old, man. He's just really too old. Not a great overall. I'm surprised he even stuck around as much as he did, to be honest with you. But yeah, if you have any other scenario you want to see, let me know. Fantasy draft, challenges in general. You're like, hey, I haven't seen a 0 overall rebuild in a while. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And again, shout out to all the members of the channel. Really does mean a lot to me. If you're not a member already, click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details are in there. We have a members only rebuild we do once a month, the 15th of every month. Once again, that is coming up, obviously. So give me some ideas of those if you have any specific ones. If not, I'll figure something out. Anyways, remember, I appreciate y'all for watching, and see ya.